What is good, people of the internet and beyond? My name is Jay Sean.
And you can call me Natty.
And welcome to the Weekly Rundown, brought to you by What the Wrestling. Now, before we get into any of that, I just want to take a moment, have a moment of silence for Bruno Sammartino, who passed away earlier today. Was that earlier today or last night?
It was either late Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning.
I just want to take a moment of silence for him. His legacy, you're never going to forget. He really cultivated what we have as a business now in the world of wrestling. He was really a pillar and a trademark for what we have today.
I was going to say, to be fair, he was probably one of the first ever draws when it came to professional wrestling in the first place.
Because without him, we really probably would not have certain ones like Roman Reigns, John Cena, The Undertaker. We wouldn't have them if it weren't for Bruno and the work and the legacy that he led.
I mean, as well as he was hand-selected by Vince McMahon Sr., and he was the one that kind of led the way to the Madison Square Garden days, selling out Madison Square Gardens like it's nothing. So without Bruno, we wouldn't have the WWE. And so for that, we'll take a moment of silence.
With that being said, let's get back to it. You know how this works. We will run down Raw, SmackDown, give our opinions on all the good stuff, the bad stuff, and all the stuff in between, because we just do it like that. Let me see here. This week with the Superstar Shakeup.
It was a
good week. It was kind of weird, you know. I felt kind of meh in some moments.
Well, it's one of those you can instantly tell that the Superstar Shakeup was in full swing whenever we start off with a Kurt Angle promo.
Boo! Why do we always start with the?
Well, to be fair, there was a reason for it.
So he basically was like, "Hey, we're gonna have Superstar Shakeup. We got all this stuff. We got Superstar coming." And then all of a sudden, who would appear but the United States Champion Jinder Mahal?
Who else predicted that Jinder Mahal would move to Monday Night Raw?
I kind of predicted it.
I did.
I figured, especially since he had just won the championship, I was like, they're probably either going to switch champion or both champions are going to lose their belts and then switch brand. So I kind of predicted that he was going to show up. I was still surprised when he did. I didn't expect him to actually show up, but I did kind of predict it.
But he came on and was like, I really appreciate the chance to be on Monday Night Raw, but I feel like I should be welcomed a little warmer in a sense.
He starts running down his list of demands, like he wants the private jet,
it's like,
wants to go dressing.
Who brings me in an SUV? I do not need an SUV. I need a limousine.
Ooh, bro.
Yeah,
he said happy that you got somebody driving you in an SUV. I wish I could have that, man.
He said that he wanted to be treated on the level of Brock Lesnar.
The man that couldn't even. Boy, please, you can get your. And AJ Styles couldn't even beat Brock. You can get your ass.
To which Kurt Angle was simply like, okay, I'll tell you what. Instead of telling me right here in front of everyone, why don't you just send me an email with all your demands? It's Kurt.Angle, ANGLE, at nofreakingway.com. And so he said, all right, since you want to be treated like a champion, you will be a champion. As in, you will be defending your United States Championship here tonight. So, so to any superstar that wants to come on out right now. Jeff Hardy comes in.
Of course it was going to be Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, you know what? I'll take this one. Anything that has to do with the Hardys, I will take it because I watched them my whole... Yes, this match was... Honestly, this was a better match. I think it was the first time that these two have ever faced each other.
I'm pretty sure, unless
they did some stuff in the Indies.
No, I was gonna say unless there was some weird Hardys versus 3MB thing. So
maybe. I don't think they were in WWE at that time.
But nevertheless, this match.
This was a really good match. Jeff Hardy sold the absolute shit out of Jinder Mahal's move.
I was gonna say, freaking Jeff Hardy can. Does it amaze anyone these days how he can still go at no matter how old he is?
Does it amaze people about The Undertaker? So yes it does.
But nevertheless, as you would,
this match was really good, and toward the ending, I'm going to go ahead and get to the ending about this one. Jeff reverses a Colossus, he won't technically, he blocks it. He blocks the Colossus, he elbows Jinder. Twist of fate, Jinder does this weird one knee thing. I thought he was about to do a spin-a-rooney. He goes down to one knee and he's like, oh. Then he falls over on his back. Jeff gets up the top rope, swanton. Jeff Hardy is your new United States champion, and if I'm correct, he is the 12th Grand Slam champion. The 12th in history. I don't know if that's completely right, but I know he is a Grand Slam champion.
I was going to say this year. Because it seems... Okay, no, but let's just be honest for a couple seconds. Within the past, 6 months alone, we've had Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Jeff Hardy all become Grand Slam champions.
Roman Reigns became Grand Slam?
Yes, he did. Because he won the tag belts whenever he was back with
I remember that. He won the U.S. belt.
He won the U.S. belt.
Punishment. He won the World Heavyweight.
And he won the IC belt.
The IC. I guess.
That's a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, I guess.
Is that not a Grand Slam champion?
But it doesn't feel...
It feels
You know what though? When you put him on the same list, I guess, comparatively as to Jeff Hardy, who's won the WWE, World Heavyweight, WWF Light Heavyweight, Hardcore, Tag Team, Raw Tag Team, World Tag Team, and Intercontinental United States Champion. You have 8 different championships.
See, at that point you're just showing off. But at the same time, the other... But at the same time, the other guys on the list, none of them have won any of that. But at the same time,
who else is on that list?
Again, like I said, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are from the list I gave you.
Okay, but literally, it's like comparing old guard to new guard.
Nevertheless, you get the point that I'm getting at. It's one of those, congratulations, Jeff Hardy, you're a Grand Slam champion.
Jeff Hardy is the best fucking thing to come out of. You know what? Jeff Hardy is better than The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. And I hope Rocky Gold sees this because I am talking directly to him.
We miss you, Rocky.
No, we don't.
Anyways, backstage, Jinder Mahal is as furious as you can be when Renee Young comes up to him. And it's like, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'm going to enact my rematch clause at the greatest Royal Rumble. So
actually, before he said that, though, he's pissed off because he was like, I wasn't prepared to put my title on the line. Okay, so you came out in wrestling gear, oiled up as if you were ready to go to a party. Yeah, okay, you weren't ready. You weren't sure, because that's not what your job is at all. Is that not your job? You don't wrestle for a living? Whatever.
Nevertheless, but he's coming out, and I don't know, again, as he was giving this promo, one of the things that I noticed is we hear the music of, no, wait, Jose, no, wait, I thought it was just a PA problem.
Who was in charge of the production truck?
Who knows? But nevertheless, there was for a reason.
Done something?
No, it's Kevin Dunn.
Kevin Dunn. Dude, I'm sorry. You did a bad job here because you put the music level to a specific point that we couldn't hear Jinder and Renee. So you did a bad job on that one.
But nevertheless, the reason for that was because as Jinder was given this, huge, I need to defend my champion, blah, 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 blah. No Way Jose comes out with his conga line and steals Renee Young. It's just
legitimately, he literally is just like, bro, you need to turn that crown upside down. Hey, Renee, you want to join this party line? Let's jump. No, what? That. So apparently, they're gonna get a mini feud now, I guess.
I was gonna say we haven't seen No Way Jose since.
Hey man, I'd be okay with this because it's a good way to establish Jinder to Raw, and it's a good way to build up No Way Jose because apparently it seems like they're trying to do something with him. So hopefully he won't get a Adam Rose treatment.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't get the Adam Rose treatment. As much as I like Adam Rose or whatnot, I want him to get more of the Elias treatment. As in no one really expects him to do much. He does little things here and there to where it entertains people.
I can see it.
But then next thing you know, he's in contention for the IC belt.
I can see it. You know what I hope though? I hope he doesn't get derailed to just the mid-card.
Oh, thank goodness. No, please.
I hope he doesn't. I love him to death, but I hope he doesn't end up like Kofi Kingston.
I was gonna say you know my love for No Way Jose.
I know your love.
You guys, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you'll see that my cover photo. I believe my cover photo is.
Yes, your cover photo is the picture of us with No Way Jose smiling like a couple of freaking fools. I hope you edit that into the video, the picture. Here in between.
If I can find it, because I know it's not on my phone, but if I can find it, I will get it.
Bro, I think I sent it to you on, no, it's on Twitter. It's still on Twitter.
I mean, it's on Twitter, so. Nevertheless, let's get back to what actually happened. So what happens after this is Bayley versus Sasha Banks. The match we've all kind of been waiting to see again. And to be fair, this match.
Smash Mouth. Somebody.
Stop. This match was really good. I mean, it's one of those Are you done?
The world was gonna roll me. Okay, now I'm done.
Okay.
Bro, that song is an instant classic, will never grow old.
But it has nothing to do with wrestling. Let's get back to wrestling, shall we?
Yo, that's gonna be my intro song when I become a wrestler.
Good luck with that.
It's gonna be my intro song. It's like a remix of it. Every day.
I'm pretty. No, who knows? Anyways, nevertheless, these two were. There was at one point in the match where
away on each other.
yes,
God,
they gave like the stiffest of like chops and slaps and hits and all that stuff like that. But like there's one point to where like Sasha Banks had bank statement locked in on Bayley and looked like Bayley was about to tap out. When all of a sudden we see the next Superstar Shakeup member to Raw, the Riot Squad. Oh come on. It's nice to see them actually doing something after that one feud with Charlotte that ended in nothing.
I guess.
So yeah, welcome to Monday Night Raw, Riot Squad. Can you please stop?
No.
I'm asking you very nicely.
I don't care if you were asking me meanly. I said no.
But nevertheless...
No means no!
I was going to say, nevertheless, this match was a really good match. And it was an interesting way to introduce the Riot Squad again.
Yes, it was.
So after this, we had... I'm sorry, am I looking at last week's... No, wait, no, I'm looking at this week's notes. We had Heath Slater and Rhino going up against the Authors of Pain.
Again? Oh,
yes.
yeah, again.
Well, to be fair...
Actually, no, this time they set it up. They were like, nah, man, last week was just a fluke, bruh. They caught us off guard. Man, last week was a fluke. I bet you we can beat them. I bet you. So,
but
yeah, they get a match.
They get a match, and, it's really nice to see
No, damn it.
It's nice to see that the Authors of Pain...
I am going to smack the taste out of your mouth. Do not dare.
I was going to say, you get dry macaroni. Let me have this. It's nice to see that the Authors of Pain really appreciate squash. There's that better?
It's still not.
It's better.
It's really not.
Nevertheless, this was a squash match. Authors of Pain win. It's a good way to showcase them and to get them ready for whenever they do eventually go up against whoever the new tag team champions will be. Which we will get to later because there's a reason we already basically know the winner. After this, we had Miz TV. They were hyping up, with the commercials beforehand that they had a surprise guest coming over from SmackDown.
Yes,
Mr. Guest.
I'm so excited.
Miz comes out and he's like, looking for you guys. I have a special for you. It's not just one, but I have two guests that are coming over from SmackDown. Ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Their match last week did not matter.
No, it really didn't.
But nevertheless, no, actually, it kind of did because it's one of those they're all celebrating like they're like kids. They're kids who two of them had just gotten out of detention or something like that. They were just celebrating like that.
Then Kurt Angle comes down and he's like, excuse me, wait, hold on, wait. Both of you had a match last week. It was supposed to be if you won, one of you would get a contract, and neither of you won. So what are y'all doing here exactly?
Well, Sami Zayn was gracious enough to get his old man glasses out and to read out an email from Stephanie McMahon.
I swear to God, that was tragic. But I loved it, literally, because he took the longest time. He goes, I have a note. He goes...
But it's a note from Stephanie McMahon that said that it was a disservice to have them not sign onto Monday Night Raw. So not only was one of them being signed, both of them were being signed to Monday Night Raw.
Per Stephanie McMahon.
To which Kurt Angle, at first he was stumped, and The Miz was just egging it on. I was like, what is it, Kurt? You feel powerless, huh?
Well, I would feel powerless, but I just got off the phone recently with the SmackDown general manager, Paige.
And as requested by former GM Daniel Bryan,
yes,
Miz,
yes,
you're going back to SmackDown Live.
Yes.
And only Miz. That was actually really good.
Of course it was, because I'm amazing. Have you seen me? Yes.
Okay.
Without the Miz Taraj, the Miz will be heading back to SmackDown Live
but not before that evening. There will be a 10-man tag team match between Miz and the Miz Taraj and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens going up against Seth
Bobby
Rollins,
Lashley, Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins,
Finn Balor, and a superstar,
mystery fifth superstar.
A superstar to be debuting from SmackDown Live.
Ooh, who could it be?
Seriously, like whenever they announced that, I had no idea who it was going to be. Like I narrowed it down to 2 people, and I was right whenever I narrowed it down.
I guessed, but I was like, I didn't expect the specific star. I actually thought they were going to pull somebody else up from NXT.
Fairly true. So after this, we had the finals for the Tag Team Eliminator. We had... What the heck did I just say right there?
I don't know.
Where we had the Revival going up against...
The Woken Lovers, as Brian Zane called them. Brian, I understand that you called them that first, but I enjoy the name, so I will give you credit every time I use the name. But
going up against Woken Matt and Woken Wyatt.
The Woken Lovers.
Nevertheless,
not to be confused with the Golden Lovers, who are a part of New Japan.
Nevertheless,
who are also equally amazing.
Nevertheless,
and I love them.
Nevertheless,
Kenny Omega is amazing.
We get it. You're a New Japan freak, okay?
Actually, I'm not. I've only seen like maybe 3 shows this year outside of their wrestling.
That's more than the average wrestling fan. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. That's more than what the average wrestling fan.
No, more than you. Because you are a subpar wrestling fan.
No, I'm an average wrestling fan.
You are a subpar wrestling fan, sir.
Don't you dare doubt my credibility. Anyways, nevertheless...
What credibility do you have?
Nevertheless...
Besides this program, you have no credibility to hide.
Can we get back to Raw?
No, we can.
Yes, we can. As in this match, it was a fairly simple match. You know, the Revival tried to use their hard-hitting offense, but it's one of those... And Matt really took a beating this match, but one of those when Bray Wyatt went in, oh my gosh, he was firing on all cylinders.
They couldn't beat the Woken Lovers.
So
their love could not be denied.
So congratulations, the winners were Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. They will go on to the Greatest Royal Rumble to go up against The Bar.
Don't just set the bar. They are the bar.
For the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Bar. And before the end of this week, we will be getting spoilers about one of the matches on the Greatest Royal Rumble show.
Again, we will get to that later. But first, let's get to this match of Mickie James going up against Ember Moon with what was supposed to be Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss on commentary. But
Alexa Bliss was too chicken to... I was about to say a different word than chicken. She was about to say she was too chicken to sit out at the announce table because she was afraid of Nia Jax.
So basically, this whole entire bullying storyline that's been going on between Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss is trying to switch it, since where it said Alexa Bliss was the bully, she's trying to say that Nia Jax is the bully due to how big and strong she is.
Boo.
But nevertheless, you know, despite all this stuff going on in commentary, Ember Moon got the easy win with quite possibly the greatest selling of the Eclipse I've ever seen.
Bro, I really feel right now, I feel like Mickie James will be to Ember Moon's Eclipse the same way Dwayne The Rock Johnson was to Stone Cold Stunner.
Yeah, fairly true. But I mean, like, she did a full-on flip for the Eclipse.
Yes, she did. And it was amazing. I loved it.
So after this, before we went to commercial, we were teased about our next superstar being, debuting on Monday Night Raw. We come back, we don't hear any music, and Dolph Ziggler comes out. He comes out talking about how,
I actually almost stopped watching Raw at this point. I am not lying to you. I was in my room playing Overwatch and watching wrestling. And I heard Dolph Ziggler, and I was like, I'm done with this. I think I'm done. Like, I almost stopped watching. Dolph has lost any and all heat that he ever had. He just, at this point now, I can take him or leave him.
Well,
honestly, I'd probably just leave him because he's not. What? There's nothing about him. His character's boring. His in-ring work is boring. He's just.
I wouldn't say his in-ring work is boring. It's a lot of overused stuff. He does sound like crazy. I will give him that.
He's like CM Punk right before he left at this point, except he's not popular.
Anyways, Dolph Ziggler, he's having this entire speech about how he deserves all the credit for all the stuff that he's done. When who else comes out but Titus Worldwide? Yeah, and apparently Apollo Crews got his last name back. So, but they come out and they're trying to recruit him onto Titus Worldwide, saying that he is, and I quote, a multi-platform superstar.
Because we all know that he is trying, and I honestly believe failing to be a comedian as well.
He does it here and there or whatnot. I saw a thing he did with a Good Mythical Morning or whatnot. It was actually pretty funny. It's one of those, like, they were on eBay looking at wrestling items and guessing how much it would cost, including Hulk Hogan trunks that were allegedly worn at WrestleMania 3.
Ew. Why would anybody want those?
Because it was also signed by Hulk Hogan.
Okay, well, there we go.
But never, and plus, it's...
Well, then if it was signed, that probably was then.
But nevertheless, Dolph Ziggler's like, well, thank you for the offer, but you didn't let me finish what I had to say. What I had to say included, and then out of nowhere, Drew McIntyre shows up.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler team up to destroy Titus Worldwide, ending with Apollo Crews getting quite possibly one of the best tag team finishers I've seen.
So, my question here is, though, are we going to... Is this going to be basically like it was when Dolph Ziggler had Big E by his side, where basically Big E was like his bodyguard the whole time?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised that ends up being the case, but I don't know.
Simply because this could be another situation where it's like, oh, Big E was like the bodyguard. Big E went on to do bigger and better things than him.
It could go that way. But nevertheless, welcome to Raw, Dolph Ziggler, and welcome to the main roster, Drew McIntyre. I'm...
Way to shorten the stock of one superstar that you really want to raise.
Cut the crap, because I'm not going to lie. I'm actually interested to see how this dynamic duo goes.
I'm interested to see what Drew McIntyre is going to do now that he's been lumped together with Dolph Ziggler.
Let's be honest, Drew McIntyre.
Truthful.
Trust me, there's going to be at one point to where the two are going to turn on each other, and Drew McIntyre is going to look amazing after that fact.
Drew McIntyre always looks amazing.
Yeah, true.
Be real.
But I'm talking about, like, he's going to get that push to where he could go for that Universal Championship the next day.
Once they actually take it off of Brock.
I mean, they're probably going to do that in Greatest World.
Oh, God, please.
But nevertheless, it's nice to see on the main roster, Drew. I'm interested to see what these two do. I really am.
Drew is back to the promised land. I
swear, I think I'm getting last week. Oh, wait, no, that's right. Roman Reigns comes out for a promo.
Oh, God.
I mean, this one's simple. Again, he's talking about how,
Running is about how he's going to win at the Greatest Royal Rumble and this, that, and the other. Samoa Joe come out, thank God, because fuck, I am tired of Roman Reigns as well. Am I the only one that is just like, I enjoy him? I do. I enjoy his character work. I enjoy the work that he does as a professional wrestler. But oh my goodness, I am tired of seeing him anywhere near any championship. You know what? Put him in the mid card. Put him in a thing against fuck anybody. You know what? Don't even put him in a thing against anybody. Take him off TV for a year, please. Like, take him off TV. Let him have that year off. Literally, you can pay him to go home and sit down and just stay off television because God, he needs it. He needs to be off of television. No, he is running the exact same thing that happened with John Cena when John Cena was at the peak of his career. John Cena was everywhere you looked for him. He was always there. He was always that guy that was like, oh, I'm here. I'm going to win. Lol. And granted, I will absolutely admit that Roman Reigns doesn't always win. But at this point, it's been 4 years that they have put him in some light as trying to be the guy. And it just not worked. It doesn't work. The fans don't give a shit. He has been booed out of every arena he has been in. I am just tired, you guys. Please, give me something else. I don't even care if Brock Lesnar keeps the title as long as he's fighting other people. Stop giving him Roman Reigns because I'm tired of seeing him beat up Roman Reigns. I really am.
Look, every generation has that one superstar or a couple superstars that are always in that main event picture and whatnot.
And it's not even like turning him heel is going to change anything. I'm still going to hate him.
Look, here's the thing, okay? Like, you gave 2 examples right off the bat, okay? What about before them? You know who it was?
Stone Cold.
Yeah, I was going to say
Rock.
Stone Cold and The Rock. Stone Cold and The Rock.
Hell, Rocky Maivia, people fucking hated. People legitimately wanted him to kill himself.
I was going to say, do you know who came before that? Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. Those two were the ones that were always in the main event picture at one point or another. They were always...
And people got bored of them. But you know what happened, though? You know what happened? They had fucking charisma. They were allowed to go out there, get on the mic.
And you know what? Roman Reigns, within the past couple of months or whatnot, he has gotten a lot better on the mic, okay?
It's bad that, let's see, who is it currently? It's bad that Shayna Baszler can cut a better promo than Roman Reigns right now. I could go back and find a Shayna Baszler promo that is better than Roman Reigns' most recent promo. That is telling you something. Shayna Baszler, who was a UFC worker. She came from UFC. Ronda fucking Rousey.
Well, let's just get off the issue. Samoa Joe came out. He tried to tell Roman that he's nothing but shit. Roman Reigns called him a fat ass. That was the end. Are you happy?
God. Him and Dolph Ziggler, collectively, they are on Raw. I will probably stop. I'm going to stop watching Raw because of those two. I don't want to watch Raw because of them. WWE, what are y'all doing?
Why are you so negative today?
Those two, it literally, everything else about the Superstar Shakeup I enjoyed, but those two.
Look, well, I admit that this week's promo was basically a repeat of last week. Yes, is it getting a little stale? Occasionally, but at the same time,
the fact that you can even say that. That is a problem in and of itself. The fact that you can say that he has gotten stale. The fact that you can say on occasion, which is more than some, which is more than rarely, Roman Reigns is stale and his promos are boring.
We get it, okay? Can we move on?
No, we can't.
I'm getting tired of you freaking getting riled up about fucking Roman Reigns being fucking dog shit.
And see, now you see how I feel about Roman Reigns. The same way you feel about me going on and on and on about Roman Reigns is the way I and multiple other people feel about him.
You talk to him like he's your fucking ex or something like that.
Now you see how we feel.
No, that's not how it feels.
Yes, it does. This is how you feel right now, the annoyance level that you feel. He gets it, and I enjoy that. I am happy about it. Now, yes, let's move on. Next we had... I love pissing you off. Next, we had Natalia.
We had backstage promo to where Ronda Rousey and Kurt were getting buddy together. Whenever Natalia comes in saying that obviously she's going to Raw, she requested a match that night. She was going to get one against Mandy Rose from Absolution. To which we saw kind of this connection between Natalia and Ronda Rousey, because apparently those two trained together whenever Rousey was getting ready for
Natalia was the one who trained her. Apparently.
No, it was actually D. Brian Kendrick that trained her.
Well, but Natalia had a big hand in it. I'm saying.
Okay.
They went as far as to say that on Raw. Natalia.
She did have a big hand in it, but
yes.
Nevertheless. So we get to the match with Natalia and Mandy Rose. I mean, it's a fairly simple match, a good bit back and forth, but what was it? With Mandy Rose, God, I cannot speak today.
Tragic. Just tragic.
Natalia wins with the sharpshooter.
Oh boy.
Sonya Deville attacks Natalia right after the match. Ronda Rousey comes in
power
to save.
Ronda Rousey power walks. She doesn't run down the ring. She power walks. Santina Morella. She is walking the speed of Santina Morella, who apparently was a world champion speed walker. Didn't know that.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, apparently he actually won some speed walking competitions in his lifetime.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Anyway, so after this, we had a little backstage promo with the Bar, who was kind of furious about the fact, or kind of getting themselves amped up with the fact that they have to go against the Woken
Lovers.
When Breezango show up out of nowhere. So it's sad to see that Breezango are leaving SmackDown Live, but they instantly give tickets to
the fact that they're on Raw means they're going to be getting there's one more hour, which means there's more time to fill, which means Breezango is probably going to get a chance to be on television more. Whoop, whoop.
I mean, who knows?
I'm excited.
But nevertheless, they give tickets to the Bar.
Yes, they do.
Talking about how they make fun of Sheamus's mohawk and the kill, and they say, "What, you guys wear dresses? No one wears dresses or whatnot."
Citation, boy.
And as they're walking away, they're like, "This is a mohawk. These are kilts." They're trying to defend themselves.
They had the best reactions to it, because this gives me such of a nostalgia trip for back in the day when people still had those characters, and people played those characters to a T. So I really enjoyed this.
But nevertheless, the two, they had a match to go with this, and it was an interesting match.
It was
an interesting match.
Fandango, I love you, because there was like a flip over, and he was going for the,
and like,
Cesaro was trying to pull him down for the pin, and he was like,
it's like he was initially like trying to get his balance before.
Then he grabs Cesaro's hand, gyrates some more, and then he breaks out of it. I was like, wow.
But believe it or not, with all the, Sheamus, he's trying to go for the hot tag. Whenever Fandango, after he was attacked by Sheamus, gets Cesaro off the apron, Tyler Breeze capitalizes with a roll-up win.
Hey!
So Breezango get the win.
Hopefully in the future we can have Breezango as the Raw Tag Team Champions, and then they'll get squashed by the Authors of Pain.
And now we get to our main event. We have our So like we said, so we have Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Miz, and the Miz Taraj. We have Braun Strowman, Bobby Lashley, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, and who do you think would be the last person to be on the babyface side?
Glorious!
Yes, Bobby Roode, welcome to Monday.
I'll give in till I'm victorious.
And I will say, another week, another main event that just felt like a house show match. Like, it really did. Like, it was fun. It was a fun match.
It could have been a house show match. I definitely could have seen it.
I mean, it's one of those, like, the main thing was, like, everyone was kind of avoiding Braun Strowman at first or whatnot.
Of course
like,
they are.
But, like, there was...
I'm terrified of that man. Look at him.
I mean, especially the Miz. Like, Miz is stupid enough to actually taunt the guy or whatnot. And so that's just okay. But nevertheless, Braun Strowman does get in at one point or whatnot. And the Miz is like, you know what? I'm not going to deal with this. Miz Taraj, thank God you guys are up. I'm a,
Psych!
The Miz Taraj are like, you know what? We're done with you. Enjoy SmackDown.
Yep. Essentially, because it was like, hey, so you were our meal ticket. Like, you were the reason that we got a lot more TV time. So,
but Braun Strowman puts the Miz away. So, what a good finale for him. I think, not really. But yeah, nonetheless. What the heck is... Oh, Taz. Sorry, I'm looking up something because... So with that ended Raw. Let's go over the superstars that moved from SmackDown to Raw or otherwise. So we have Jinder Mahal, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Natalya, Baron Corbin, who was announced with a video package, Bobby Roode, and then after the Riot Squad, and then either through social media after the fact or during it... Well, I was going to say Chad Gable, Mojo Rawley, like you said, Zack Ryder, and The Ascension, and Mike Kanellis. So
he's still signed with them?
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
I've
actually no. I think it was because his wife was pregnant.
Exactly.
I think that's why he left.
No, it's not because he left. This is the reason why he's just not been on
TV. Yeah, no, I'm saying like that's the reason why we have it. Like his wife was pregnant. Sorry about that. You actually are a really good star, like a good character.
But nevertheless, it's nice to see him get a fresh start here. So we hope the best for all of them. And like we already said, people that have already debuted. We got Bobby Lashley, Authors of Pain, Ember Moon, and No Way Jose. So yeah, Raw looks interesting now. But let's see what SmackDown gets. As we move to SmackDown,
honestly, SmackDown got the better deal, in my opinion.
We'll get to that.
Just in terms of like pure star power, I feel like SmackDown got the better of it.
So we start off with AJ Styles coming out. AJ Styles is, as you would expect, frustrated. Yeah.
Very frustrated.
He's very frustrated at the fact that for 2 weeks in a row now, or for what was it like for the last week, he's been punched
week in 2 days because he did it at WrestleMania. So.
I was going to say, basically, he's been punched in the dick way too many times by Shinsuke Nakamura. So
he was because the dude is hit with the dick and balls several times.
Especially considering the fact that one of those times cost them the dream match that everyone was hoping for, AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. So AJ Styles...
Well, technically, him hitting him in the balls wasn't what changed that match.
No,
it was him kinshasing Daniel Bryan in the back of the head. And I made a joke last week that I felt bad about as soon as I said it. But he kinshased him and I was like... Oh, we wish Daniel Bryan the best in his future endeavors. He's injured again.
No, he's not.
I know, but I felt bad because I was like, I joked about that, but that really did cost him 3 years of his career, so I did feel bad. I do have a heart, you guys. It's really shriveled up and black, but you know.
Nevertheless, AJ Styles wants Shinsuke Nakamura to come out, but who comes out?
And since there's a musician on this show, since Elias wasn't featured on the other one.
Well, he was, but not prominently.
We didn't get to have a concert. So.
Because he said that Hartford, Connecticut was not worth it. And then he tried to hit on Renee Young or whatnot. Dean Ambrose, you need to hurry up and get back so that these people can stop hitting on Renee Young.
I'd hit on him.
Anyways, Aiden English and Rusev, they come out. They basically, it's like, Shinsuke's not here, so why don't you take my boy Rusev? And AJ Styles like, you know what?
I can do it.
Yeah, let's do it. This match ended really quickly. It's one of those like...
Really, the match was probably like...
You know what?
This match was shorter than the match The Undertaker had at WrestleMania.
I mean, that's not hard to do. I mean, that match was like 3 minutes,
2 minutes, 46 seconds.
I'm surprised you memorized that. Anyways.
You shouldn't be.
I really shouldn't be. But nevertheless...
Aiden had Rusev in the calf crusher. Aiden jumped into the ring to assist Rusev because it was a losing effort. They were attacking him with who would come out, but the Yes Movement master himself, Daniel Bryan.
And he comes for the save. It's in they fend them off. We cut to backstage where we see Shane McMahon and Paige.
Page.
To which Paige is
general manager of SmackDown Live.
To which Paige is like, you know what? I'm gonna pull a Teddy Long. These two are gonna be a tag team match.
Tag team match. Holla, holla, holla. She did a very bad job of impersonating. I'm surprised she didn't say with The Undertaker at the special guest referee or something. But yeah, then Shane does the dance.
Paige did it at first, and then she stopped, and then Shane tried to do it.
And then Paige comes back in awkwardly. It's just like you know what, I'm leaving. And so that was that. Shelton Benjamin comes out next. He came out, he was like, last night I tweeted that Chad Gable was the inspiration and I hope that the future gives him a lot of success, yada, yada, yada. I just also want to say that my account was hacked last night. I would never say that. Chad Gable is trash. I didn't need Chad Gable. Chad Gable needed me, which is actually kind of true. It's kind of true if you really look at it in hindsight. Because Jason Jordan went over to Raw, Chad Gable needed a tag team partner. So, it's kind of true. So, Shelton Benjamin, he basically is like, all right, I'm a solo guy now. I want competition. I just talked to Paige backstage. She said I got a match tonight. I want competition. Come out and give me that competition. So, who would give her the competition but
Randy Orton.
Psych, he actually comes down the ramp, and as soon as he gets down the ramp, he kind of staggers for a second because he's like, I don't know, do I actually want to take this competition? And then who would show up but Jeff Hero Hardy? Because yes, the United States Championship ain't leaving SmackDown yet, because there's still a possibility that he could, that the championship could drop the gender, he could go to Raw, and then the IC belt could go to someone else, and go to SmackDown. You never know.
Probably
it's
Miz.
Possible.
Probably Miz.
Or you don't know.
Well, nevertheless, this match was like these. It really showed these two. What was the word I'm looking for? That's the athleticism that these two have or whatnot. I did want to point out one of the things that I couldn't help but notice was like, okay, so in the same area we had Shelton Benjamin, Jeff Hardy, and Randy Orton for the U.S. title. What year is it?
2018. Oh no, but that actually was mentioned before, or at least it came up later after the show. The last time Shelton Benjamin and Jeff Hardy faced off against each other one-on-one, Shelton Benjamin was actually the U.S. champion. So,
coincidence? I think not!
But, yeah, no. That's really cool.
But nevertheless, these two had a solid match. I don't think this was non-title. I think this was non-title.
It was non-title. It was non-title, which is funny because it was like, you basically just had Jinder Mahal defend his title. Why did you have Jeff Hardy do it? But I guess, with SmackDown Live, Paige didn't want to roll like that, so I get it.
But Jeff Hardy wins with a twist of fate and then a swanton bomb onto Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah. The twisted bomb. The twisted bomb. That's what I'm going to call it, because that is a combo. Twist of fate into the swanton bomb off the top, so I'm going to call it the twisted bomb.
Anyways, after this, we had some singles competition between tag teams. We
Jey
had
Uso versus Luke Harper.
Well, apparently he's just Harper now. I think they jumped the first name.
No, I'm fairly positive I heard them say Luke Harper last night.
I could be wrong.
Like,
Either way, this.
Positive I heard them say Luke.
But it's one thing to see. It's nice to see that the Bludgeon Brothers have this nice appreciation for squash.
Yet you had the audacity. Yet you had the audacity to come at me about going on my rant about Roman Reigns.
See, you're going back to Roman Reigns like he's your ex. Can we stop? Can we drop the whole entire Roman Reigns thing?
No, because you had the audacity to come at me about that, but then you do that crap, the squash thing. So you don't get on me about legitimate things, legitimate feelings. I refuse to stow away my feelings about how I feel on this podcast. Damn it. But as you were saying, Jey Uso, Luke Harper,
they got destroyed.
Squash match. After the match is over, Jimmy tried to attack Rowan. It didn't work. They got laid out. Then Naomi decided she wanted to come out to be like, no, please, no, please, no, please.
And the Bludgeon Brothers were like, okay, we don't want any troubles or anything.
Fine,
So,
go back up now because we don't hit women. We respect that.
I was gonna say. So you're telling me that brute force nor high flying athleticism are not the weaknesses for the Bludgeon Brothers, but women.
Hey, you know what though? You know what? She didn't. You know what? She wasn't aggressive. She wasn't being aggressive towards them. She was just trying to get them to leave them alone.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do. Next, we have apparently the returning Kalisto.
Not Sin Cara.
Sin Cara. The returning Sin Cara.
It's one of those, like, we haven't seen him on TV since he had that mini feud with Baron Corbin for the U.S. belt.
Oh yeah, that thing where like he got like 3 wins and everybody was like, oh, he's gonna be the U.S. champ.
No.
Oh shit! And then it was like we never got anything else from it at all.
But nevertheless, he came out there to Samoa Joe. Am I the only one that was surprised that he got moved from Raw to SmackDown?
A little bit, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? They got Bobby Roode, they got Jinder Mahal, they got...
Okay, that's one thing I do want to emphasize, because I'm going to go ahead and say right now, they had a video, they had a commercial package later to showcase that Sanity was coming to SmackDown Live.
Yeah, they did.
They did. So you're telling me that you had AJ Styles, Eric Young, Samoa Joe. If you had kept Bobby Roode, we would have had TNA Light on SmackDown Live.
Oh, God.
Am I wrong?
Actually, no. You would have also needed to bring Drew Galloway over, let him change his name to Drew... What was his name?
I think it was Drew Galloway.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre. I'm sorry. Yeah, change his name to Drew Galloway. Then we'd have had.
And Bobby Lashley.
And Bobby. Oh damn! And Bobby Lashley. And then MVP and freaking Booker T. We could start.
And Broken Matt.
And Broken Matt and Brother Nero and Scott Steiner and also.
Okay, you're going a little bit too far off the track now. Let's not go.
Who else was that other guy that was there? Sting. Hell, we could bring Sting back. Bring back the main event Mafia. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. I'd be all for it.
Either way, so yeah, this was
actually be all for that.
I would say basically, this match was a quick one. I'd say squash, but at least Sin Cara got a little offense in
for like 2 seconds.
My favorite one was he was trying to go for a springboard move, but Samoa Joe was quick to attack and basically club him in the back of the head.
That was tragic, bro.
But Samoa Joe won with a coquina clutch.
Oh. One of the best submission holds in the WWE today, barring the yes lock, but we've only seen the yes lock twice since he's been wrestling again. So,
I mean, to be fair, he's only had 2 matches.
Exactly. Exactly.
But nevertheless, he came out and, Samoa Joe, after the match, he's like, well, this is the land of opportunity, huh?
Actually, no. This is the land of handout. Everybody in the back has been giving handout. Nobody is getting handouts anymore because it's mine. I'm taking everything. I am going to be the champion. And you know what, though? If y'all don't let this man run rug shot over everybody in the back, you are wasting him. I can understand on Raw because you had guys like Big Cass, you had guys like Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, I get it. But he is legitimately a big guy that can run terror over SmackDown Live. If you don't let them, If you don't let him, you are wasting potential with Samoa Joe. You're wasting plenty of potential great matches. And Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, shit. Did Big Show come over?
No.
Okay, no. I thought
there's someone else that's big that came over, but we'll get to that in a bit.
In like 2 seconds.
In it'll be more.
But you were wasting. Like, y'all have so many good matches. Hell, you could revamp the rivalry between between Samoa Joe and Shinsuke Nakamura. Holy hell, I would love to see that.
Bring me Nakamura,
bro. Paige, bring me Nakamura.
Anyways.
Steak wrap.
Anyways.
That's a steak wrap, bro.
So after that, we have the Carmella's Melibration.
Woo! You know what? I said this before. I will say it again. I am a fan of Carmella. I have always been a fan of Carmella. I've been a fan of her since she was third wheeler with Enzo and Cass.
Yep.
Like, she is just. But there's something about her. I don't know.
But she comes to the ring with the ring dressed up in more leather print than Africa. What?
Skirt.
I said leopard print than that. No? Okay. No? I thought I'd give it a try.
No.
Anyways. Okay, fine. Then the New Jersey nightclub. How about that?
There. Okay. You know, more leopard print the Jersey Shore had.
There we go. That's yeah. Anyways, but she's basically bragging about how that this was all this championship. It was all thanks to her. She was the one that
she did it.
It was all thanks to me. It was all because of me. It's all
she
about me now.
She showed a video package where
it literally
she purposely excluded James Ellsworth with. Like,
I don't think she was the one that purposely did it, but there's a reason for that.
Yeah. No, actually, I think they were legitimately because they were trying to raise the stock of her. Which, actually, James Ellsworth, if on the slight off chance that you see this, I want to challenge you for your intergender belt if you still have it. Actually, I don't even know if you still have it. I want to challenge you for it. Hit me up, my guy. We make magic. Sweet, no chin music. Kick me. The knee of death. The knee of destruction.
I'll say, if nothing else, if you can't do it, we have Mini Braun here.
Yo, Mini Braun will flip you like the real Braun did.
Exactly. Anyways, but as she was giving this, little celebration, who comes out but Charlotte Flair?
And I swear, Corey Graves confuses the absolute hell out of me because last week he was riding the crap out of Charlotte's road tail. This week he's like, "How dare the Queen interrupt the champion?" I was like, what is happening?
But nevertheless, Charlotte's like, you know what? I'm not out here to, talk trash about the fact that you only got that belt, that, the Money in the Bank briefcase because of,
James Ellsworth.
Because of James Ellsworth, or the fact that you, only capitalized whenever I got destroyed by the Iconics. No, I came here to congratulate you, but I'm here to also warn you that it's harder to stay on top than it is to be on top. And who would come out but the Iconics?
Why couldn't y'all have let them stay the Iconic duo? It's so much better.
I would have been fine if they had dropped the duos and just kept the Iconics or whatnot. But why the two eyes at the beginning? There's already two eyes in Iconic without the additional eye.
That's true.
It's like there was no need. Anyways, but they interrupt. They're talking about oh, you're complaining about this and a brawl breaks out. This eventually leads to an impromptu. Becky Lynch comes out to defend Charlotte. This leads to an impromptu match of Charlotte Flair with Becky Lynch in her corner, going up against Billie Kay with
Royce in her corner,
with Carmella just watching on commentary.
I love their accents. I do.
It's Australian. I mean,
they're so nice. We need more Australian women in this business. Bring back Emma, even though she didn't really have an accent.
I mean, she kind of did.
It's not as strong as Billie Kay and Peyton Royce's.
Nevertheless, the match was okay. I mean,
no, it was a better match than I thought it would be, especially for this to be the first time that they wrestled in the WWE ring.
Yeah,
it was a better match, especially for a SmackDown Live one women's match that you're permitting them.
They have 2 hours.
I know.
Well, look, you've gone on this thing how many weeks now, or how many months now?
Several.
We understand. We all know that.
No, I'm not even mad about it anymore because they have started to do better with the amount of time that they've been given. So
besides, especially with this match, so that Charlotte gets the win with the figure 8, but as she's about to celebrate whatnot, the heels of Carmella, Peyton Royce, and they attack Becky Lynch and Charlotte. A brawl just basically goes out when whose music hit, but Asuka, she's officially on SmackDown, even though I thought she kind of was when she announced that she was, challenging for that SmackDown Women's Championship. But
it was never officially like.
Nevertheless, she's on SmackDown Live officially now. So, and so we're probably going to get either next week or at Backlash a 3-on-3 tag team match of Asuka, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch going up against the Iconics and Carmella.
Iconics.
So after this, we see Daniel Bryan coming. We have backstage segment.
Not straight away.
No, not the straight away.
He's probably heading towards Gorilla.
Basically, but it's like he's making his way. When Renee Young stops to ask him a few questions about why he helps. When who interrupts? But Big Cass.
Bro, can we talk about this? Big Cass literally stood over him and was like, "Short stuff."
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn, bro, that's the asshole move." Like, I know you're still supposed to be a heel, but shit, that's an asshole move if I've ever seen one.
But nevertheless, it's like, you're nothing short stuff. That was essentially the thing.
Essentially. And Daniel Bryan just kind of looked at him and was like, "Bro, what are you doing? I don't even know who you are. Leave me alone." He walked off.
But we get to the actual match of AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan going up against Rusev and Aiden English.
The Dream Tag Team.
Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
Both.
Exactly.
But
by the way, happy Rusev Day.
happy Rusev Day. They're still treating him like a hero.
We know. Nevertheless, this was a solid match. A lot of good bit back and forth with the guys or whatnot. Daniel Bryan gets the hot tag as of late. Really gets the momentum building. He tried the yes lock, but Aiden English broke it up. After taking care of Aiden English for a second, he does the yes chant with Rusev. Rusev trying to get up, one Aiden English. Does the yes kick, yes kicks or whatnot. Does the running knee to him or whatnot. And who comes from out of nowhere but Shinsuke Nakamura to punch AJ Styles in the dick again?
He punched me in the dick.
I figured.
Why? Why does he keep punching me in the dick?
But then, as Daniel Bryan is distracted, he wants to help out AJ, but turns around.
The ref did. Here's what I'm upset about. The ref didn't see the blatant low blow of Shinsuke Nakamura to AJ Styles because he's distracted by the fact that a 7-foot-tall giant just slid under the bottom rope and is standing toe-to-toe with the former general manager of SmackDown Live.
I'll say, to be fair, AJ Styles wasn't the legal man. So
but still, like, how do you not see a man jump out of the crowd and low blow the freaking champion?
Very well disguised. I don't know.
He wasn't even disguised. He was literally wearing what he always wears when he goes to the ring.
But nevertheless, well, no, I like the new one that he's got going on right now.
The whole "I want to be Michael Jackson" thing.
Well, no, because that was like what WrestleMania one or whatnot. No, the one that he's got right now, the whole entire like the red middle with the black sides or whatnot. Yeah. That one looks cool.
It's just more. He always looks cool.
True, but as you said, Big Cass gets to the ring and
they just kind of stare down for a second. Daniel Bryan goes to I guess he's gonna try to attack him, and he gets big booted in the face. Looked legit. Like I think he actually tasted some of the bottom of Big Cass's foot, like fudge. And that is what causes the match to get thrown out.
Yep. Shinsuke Nakamura has this evil grin on his face as he's walking up the ramp. Renee Young comes up and is like, "You weren't here. Well, why did you do what you do?" And once again, he gave the wonderful excuse of, "Sorry, no speak English."
That was actually really good. As long as you will continue to keep Shinsuke as the dirty, dastardly heel that he is, I am okay with you doing this blatant, oh, I'm pulling the card of I don't speak English because I'm foreign.
Yeah. But nevertheless, Shinsuke looks evilish, and pun intended, Cass is looking tall at the end of the SmackDown Live.
Boo!
How about we get to the Superstar and the match of the week? What do you want? Do you want to go first?
My Superstar of the week goes to Jeff Hardy.
Go on.
Jeff Hardy. This man was able to, become a Grand Slam champion, a legit Grand Slam champion, not this bullshit paper Grand Slam champion that the Shield members are. I'm not. Okay, before anybody jumps on my ass about this, I respect that they've done. I respect what they've done. I respect and I acknowledge the title that they've won, And yes, I understand that does make them Grand Slam champion. Okay, don't hop on my ass. This is all for the podcast, you guys. Chill. But Jeff Hardy, he's won actual, like, in his time, because I can legitimately go and I can tell you each title that he's held since being a part of the WWF to now. But I'm not going to do that. He deserved it. I'm glad he did it. He was able to wrestle Raw, got a good match on Raw, went to SmackDown, had a good match on SmackDown. Now we're excited to see where we go from here. I'm hoping that if they decide to take the belt off of him, it'll only be because they're bringing the Intercontinental belt to SmackDown, which is very possible because the Greatest Royal Rumble, Jeff could lose to Jinder, and then one of the two SmackDown superstars could win the IC
Miz
belt.
or Samoa Joe.
Yes, which I'm banking on Samoa Joe, just because,
Who knows?
they should.
Who knows? Anyways, I'm giving mine to a tag team, and I know you're gonna hate my decision.
I just realized we missed a tag team that got brought over to SmackDown.
Oh wait,
The Good Brothers.
Well, not only them. Okay, so let's go back a little bit, backpedal. So we had a video package. I should just run down the list of people that got called over to SmackDown Live, like I did for Raw.
I don't care about the other tag team. The Good Brothers are coming.
Well, there's another team because it's a very big reason why they'd be moving over.
The Good Brothers.
So Anderson and Gallows, for some reason, Balor Club is split up again.
The Good Brothers
And
for president
I would
and
say-
vice president.
And
Luke Gallows would be president. Carl Anderson would be vice president.
I don't get this move, but the bar got moved over to SmackDown Live.
You know what?
What was the
Because they need somebody who will be legit contenders for the Bludgeon Brothers.
Well, it's not that. It's the fact that, okay, if you're going to do that, why not wait till after the Greatest Royal Rumble? You basically have said that Woken Matt and Woken Wyatt are going to be the new Raw Tag Team
We don't know. They could end up going back. They could end up going back.
I don't think they would. Why would they show something for them on SmackDown Live just for like a week later for them to be on Raw?
You never
That's
know.
stupid.
Hey,
But
you never know.
To run down the list of,
WWE's done some crazier things. So.
to run down the list of all SmackDown superstars that have moved over to SmackDown Live, we have The Miz, Samoa Joe, Asuka, Jeff Hardy, The Bar. Absolution got moved over since the Riot Squad. Sanity, like I said, Gallows Anderson, Big Cass. Sin Cara was off TV. R-Truth.
Oh yeah, he had a backstage thing with Ty Dillinger of the New Day.
Oh, that's
and
so
I
weird.
want to say right now, I wish I could see how long it took them to get that handshake down.
Yes.
That handshake was the absolute best. That was my favorite non-wrestling part of SmackDown Live.
Yes. But also, calling up from NXT, we have Andrade Cien Alba.
Questions.
Yes.
Did Alex just lose his mind when he saw that?
He had the face.
No, I get that.
Anyways, so now that we got that taken care of, I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge that earlier. That's my bad.
It is your bad. You have the audacity to come at me about shit. You forget your shit. See, I didn't even say
My
that.
superstar or superstars of the week is Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. Now listen to me. I was on board with you by saying that they really have no use for Dolph Ziggler at this
Really
point.
fucking don't.
They really didn't. But they have intrigued me with this interesting pairing because I would have never thought these two would be on the same side. But the fact that they had Dolph, and like I had the same reaction as you had whenever I first saw Dolph. I'm like, okay, he's not even really that, but like, okay, he's on Raw. Let's just hurry past this segment and get to the good stuff. And then Times Worldwide comes out, and it's like, okay, maybe something interesting. But then Drew, this is mainly about Drew more than it is Dolph, but I'm giving Dolph credit here. Because Dolph is revitalizing his character ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly, because yes, we're going to try to revamp his character for the...
Nevertheless, he has the body, he has the muscles of Drew McIntyre on his side. It's good to see it's interesting to see what these two, their dynamic going forward. Plus, let's be honest, that zigzag Claymore combo, that thing looks...
That wasn't a Claymore, that was just a big boot.
It could have been a Claymore. It's probably going to end up being Claymore zigzag.
The Claymore
You get...
is a corner setup move.
You get what I'm getting at.
I get what you're getting at, but you will not confuse the Claymore, one of the most dignified finishers in the business, for a big boot.
What's your match of the week?
I'm actually kind of torn because I have several matches that I really liked and I really enjoyed.
If you want, I got this one.
All right, go ahead.
I'm giving it to the 10-man main event for Raw or whatnot.
Really? Why?
Yes. Well, mainly because this one was just fun. It's nice to see Bobby Lashley get some action. I mean, he did that whole entire, what was it, the suplex or whatnot, like the...
Standing vertical suplex.
Standing vertical suplex, like extended or whatnot. You know, it's nice to see just the chemistry that everyone had.
We didn't even get to see his finisher again.
I'm starting to think they're making that his finisher. That's the sad thing.
Oh, God.
But nevertheless, you know, it's nice to see Bobby Roode make a nice, solid impact on his first night.
Oh, Jesus, please don't let that be his finisher.
And
let him spear. He literally has one of the best-looking spears out of anybody. Better than Edge. Way better than Edge. Better than Charlotte. Charlotte had a really good spear.
Anyways, and the little storytelling that they had of the Miz Taraj finally breaking away from Miz, not just, you know, because he's going to SmackDown, but, you know, and of course just Braun being Braun. I'm giving the 10-man tag team match, the main event, Raw. I'm giving that my match of the week.
I would love to. I want to make that into a thing now. And I would make that my ringtone too.
Anyways,
I think my match of the week is going to go to Sin Cara versus Samoa Joe.
Really?
Yes. Because one, it was his first match since coming back for injury. Two, it was so great to see Samoa Joe. Cause, I love Samoa Joe. He is honestly one of my, I think I could put him in my top 5 for favorite wrestlers from.
It was that promo that sold it for you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the post-match promo where he basically said he was going to bring the IC belt to SmackDown. Then he was going to rip the title off of whoever happens to hold it after the Greatest Royal Rumble. Actually, he said that if by some chance Roman Reigns is able to beat Brock Lesnar at the Greatest Royal Rumble, he's going to rip it from his soon-to-be dead hands. So, I'm excited. I hope you guys get to be excited too.
Anyways, but with that, I think that takes care of it.
You know what is happening.
Yeah, I know.
It's time for the greatest part of this podcast, the Dry Macaroni Moment of the Week. That is the moment of the week that left a dry taste in mine and possibly other people's mouths. You already know what it's going to be.
I have a good idea.
Take a wild shot in the dark guess.
Well, it's down to one of two choices.
Okay.
It's either Dolph Ziggler on Raw or Roman Reigns.
You know what? You can pick because at the moment they're tied. So which one do you want to hear me?
I don't really.
Which one do you want to hear me go off on a tangent on this time?
Is none of the above an option?
No, you got to choose one of those two.
I'm tired of hearing Roman
Hell,
Reigns.
I can do both.
No. I've heard enough of Roman Reigns. Get on the Dolph.
Okay, let's talk about Dolph Ziggler, shall we? You had an opportunity maybe about a year and a half ago to be able to do a great thing with Dolph Ziggler, because I will admit, at one point in time, Dolph Ziggler used to be my favorite. Just absolutely used to be my favorite because he was legitimately in contention to be the Shawn Michaels of our generation. 2, he came back. You could instantly tell he didn't care anymore. You can see it. And this isn't just a character that he's playing. I truly believe that he just does not care about it anymore. And he looks like he's having such a bad time. WWE, you had the opportunity. You gave him the United States Championship. Then you had him get rid of it. And now what is he doing? Now he's leeching on to Drew McIntyre, who deserves to be doing something by himself. He deserves to be a singles title. But for whatever reason, you decide to give him to fucking Dolph Ziggler. That's trash. And I just hate this because you are lowering the potential of Drew McIntyre. Come on, you guys. I like them both. I'm tired of seeing Dolph Ziggler just because at this point I'm bored of him because he hasn't done anything of merit recently. But I will say, you have a chance to do something with him on the way forward. WWE, you have a chance. You have dished out a dry helping of macaroni. Please, 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 get some milk, get some cheese, get some egg, mix it all up in there, please. Do something to this macaroni because it is dry. It is all the way dry. Please, help me.
You're just mad because you don't know how to make macaroni right.
Actually, what you're not going to do is that right there.
How about
I
you
can make macaroni.
How about you take us home?
Actually, before I do, side note, because I meant to say this earlier about Raw, we now officially have all 3 members of 3MB on Raw again.
I'm looking for just a simple backstage segment. That is all I'm asking for.
Kind of like at the 25th Raw, I believe it was, when Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins were backstage, and Edge came up and was like, "Hey," and like they were singing his theme song, and then Edge walks up and is like, "Hey, you guys," and then he walks off. It was something like that, but yeah. I guess I'll take us home now. With that being said, that has been the Weekly Rundown brought to you by What the Wrestling. If you guys have enjoyed today's episode, why don't you go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. Why don't you go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to us. If you haven't already subscribed to us, you just aren't doing it correctly. Hit that little notification bell as well, because that way you always get an update whenever we do something here on our channel. Why don't you go ahead and share this video with everybody you know, because sharing is truly caring. Because when you share, everybody cares. And comment your favorite moment, your least favorite moment, something. Comment on our videos because we like to enjoy the comments. We like to enjoy fan interaction. And also, hit us up on Twitter, which will be linked down below. We enjoy those interactions as well. I promise you I will argue you on any topic when it comes to the world of wrestling. I have no problem doing it. Try me. Let's go. You know. With that being said, I've been Jay Shaw.
I've been Natty.
That has been awesome. You guys have been awesome. I will see you guys in the next video.
Awesome way to meet me.
Holla at your boy.